Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. In this episode, I'm going to be continuing the Hitbold series, in which we rebuild the town of Hitbold. And so this time around, I'm going to be aiding the Entwash Vale. As the name implies, it's going to be doing the quest of the Entwash Vale district. And they are based here in Aworth. So let me show you where I'm at. Over here. And behind me are the quest givers. So I still have 3 out of 5 for my last round of aiding the East Eminence. So let me do a couple quests and then go refresh it. So let's do one of the instances, I guess. Let's do the Siege of Aworth.
The Rohirim have need of your services.
The orcs from the south are preparing to march upon this town once more. I can see the Vale catapults rolling out of their encampments as we speak. This town cannot withstand much more punishment. Their siege weapons must be dismantled, or we will not have a town left to defend. Join me on the battlefield, and we shall defend what is ours.
Will you aid the Rohirim?
Though the southern half of Aworth burns, we have held the remainder of the town. The enemy desperately wants to see it turn to naught but ash. They march upon our walls. They must be driven back, and the town must be defended once more. Are you ready to defend Aworth? Okay. So where are we at here? Guess we're going south. We gotta kill some enemies. And we gotta destroy some catapults. Gotta be careful with those spots on the ground, or the catapults will destroy them. Or destroy me, I should say. So there are some here. There's a lot of enemies here. I don't want to aggro too many of them. I didn't expect there to be like 27 of them. Let me destroy some of these. Only got 3. Let me see if I can grab that guy. They do a lot of damage. Hitting me for like 5,000. It is absolutely blasting Aworth. Look at that big group. Well, I guess I missed out on the other ones. Okay. I really should use my interrupt more often. Why don't I do this? There we go. I'll just change it so it's a little bit easier to access. God, I am silenced. Go ahead and try to get up here. Come on now. Oh my god, that is a giant stun. There you go. Now I'm interrupting. Need to kill one more. I think I see my target right there. Let me go kill that guy. Really too far away. Too far away for an ambush. Almost broke line of sight. Dang it. Interrupt him. Okay. Very good. Let me leave the instance since I've completed my tasks in here.
What brings you to these lands?
The destruction of those catapults should delay the next assault for several days, a valuable amount of time to rest and rebuild.
What brings you to these lands?
For today, the town has been secured and the attack repulsed. Tomorrow will bring new battles, but now we rest. Okay, so let me go get aiding the East Eminent again, and I'll meet you back here momentarily. Okay, let's do another one of the instances. This time, let's do the Entwash.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
The orcs are destroying not just the trees of Fangorn, but also are trapping and slaughtering the small animals and creatures who live within the eaves. They have laid traps all over the forest floor and are filled with squirrels and foxes waiting to be gathered up and cooked for dinner. Head into the Entwash, destroy these traps, and free the animals who are held within.
The Rohirim have need of your services.
A large group of orcs has been working within the Entwash, a section of the forest along the eaves of Fangorn. Every tree the orc cuts down is another volley of arrows, strut of a siege weapon, or piece of palisade. We cannot allow them to have these resources unchecked. Head into the forest and disrupt their activities by defeating any orcs you find within the Entwash. Just like the forest itself, the animals must be protected as well. Okay, so we're somewhere near Fangorn. There is a orc. Saving all the little animals. I'll do that. Couple of orcs here. There's a ridiculous amount of orcs. Let me try to gather some of them up. Try to bunch all these guys. Is that an Ent? That's Blackroot. What is he doing? He might be attacking some of the orcs. I wouldn't want to be his enemy. Well, anyways, let me go gather a few more orcs and release some more animals. I need a couple more traps. And one more. Need one more orc. Let me kind of run back so I don't get aggroed by that other one. And then let me get out of here. I'm done with my tasks. That was a quick little instance.
you aid the Horselords?
The animals in the forest deserve to have their chance to live and not be eaten by the foul creations of the enemy. The orcs are still within the Entwash and placing more traps. I'm sure, but saving even a few squirrels and foxes is a victory. I'm still trying to suppress a cough, that's why my voice is doing weird things.
Will you aid the Horselords?
Many more orcs will come to the Entwash, and will replace those defeated today. But for now, you have afforded us a short respite.
The Rohirim will need your aid.
So this is going to be the mounted combat version of a quest, so let's do this one. If we have any hope of reclaiming Thornhope for the people of Rohan, the road to the north must be kept clear and open. If we cannot travel along these paths, then there is no chance Thornhope will be ours ever again. The road is currently being patrolled by a group of mounted Uruks. Roving bands move through the hills to the east and west of the road itself. While the enemy holds this ground, Thornhope will never return to our control. Speak with me when you're ready to ride north. So let me get on the war steed. Let me know when you're ready to depart for the road to Thornhope. Alright. Let's go kill some Uruks. There's one of them. Ah, man, that one's 72,000. Gonna try to stick with the lower HP variants. And maybe I should just attack him. Might not have an option at the end of the day. If I can catch him. At least I'm doing a little bit of AoE here. Need to get on my steed quickly before they kill me. There we go. This should be the last one. No, I need two more. That's alright. Let me go grab that guy too. That way I can do a little bit of the AoE damage. Let me chase this guy down. Try not to aggro anymore. Although I failed. I'll probably just drop aggro once I finish this one off. Come on now. Oh, not enough power. That's unfortunate. I'm out of power. There we go. Let me dismount and drop aggro. Then I'll leave the instance. Not too bad. The road to
mission is
Thornhope
dire.
is not yet cleared, and more battles are yet to be fought, but you have won some great victories today. Let me do one more instance here. Let's do the Living Deep.
Will you aid the Rohirim?
Goblins are clever creatures, dastardly in their approaches to war and the battlefield. Unlike the orcs who walk about within the forest itself, the goblins have taken to the caves and are destroying the forest from below with their sorcerous black powder. The goblins plant the barrels, then the soil explodes out and the trees fall into the tunnels below. They are then dragged and fed to the enemy's war machine. The forest cannot defend itself from their destruction. Head into the Living Deep, find the black powder, drag it to a safe place and destroy it.
The Rohirim will need your aid.
The Living Deep has been invaded by the sappers of the enemy, foul goblins skittering about through the caves, assaulting the forest from below. The more the forest that they claim, the greater their war machine becomes. To defend ourselves, we must strike at our enemy, head into the Living Deep and defeat the goblins within. Let me know when you're ready to venture beneath the forest and enter the Living Deep. Cool area. Some enemies here. Let me round a few of them up. There we go. That's 4 of them. Let me kill this guy. I gotta bring it to the central pit. Let me try to do that. I'm assuming the central pit is down there. Maybe I should have cleared things out a little bit before doing this. Or maybe not. Just need to kill a few more enemies. Little goblin here. I need 3 more. I guess I'll stop here so I don't lose aggro on that second one. And this should be my last one. Never mind, I already had 10. Okay. Let me leave the instance. That one's pretty quick and easy too.
Will you aid the Horselords?
More black powder will come, but any effort to slow the enemy's advance is a victory for us.
Will you aid the Horselords?
They will return, I have no doubt, but for tonight we can sleep without the ground rumbling. Alright, so let me go get aiding the East Eminent one more time, and I'll meet you guys back here momentarily. Okay, so there are 2 quests from this guy and 1 more instance.
The Rohirim will need your aid.
The assaults on the town have been unending. Every day the enemy marches out with a new force. Catapults and siege weaponry have shattered many of our defenses. The towers in the south have been devastated. Many have been destroyed, while the standing ones are no longer accessible from the ground. Our archers still stand at the tops of those towers and loose arrows upon the enemies. They are valiant warriors, but they are running out of arrows. We have strung up ropes from one of the standing towers to the tops of the others, but they are thin and Crabine are assaulting any who attempt to cross. Get to the top of the western tower, grab a stack of arrows and make our way across the ropes, avoiding the Crabine and resupplying the archers in the southwest tower. Okay, so we gotta go to the west tower. Well, yeah, here we go. So I gotta grab this. And I gotta tightrope my way across here. Oh wow, you really gotta be quick. I failed, just barely. I think I just have to be a little braver and put on my forced march. Okay, that was too brave. That was too brave. That was a little too brave. Ah, oh well. Oh, 20 seconds. I gotta wait 20 seconds. Wonder if I should wait because of the broken legs. You know what? I'll drink some coffee. Okay, and then I'm gonna line up before I get the arrows. Let's go. No! Oh my god. Sorry, guys. Alright, let's try this again. Let's go. Ah! There we go. Tower has been resupplied. Very good. Let me drop down here. Get on my pony. I don't know why that gave me so much grief.
Our mission is dire.
They will need more arrows soon, but I believe they are well stocked to fend off the next assault. Alright, let's do another instance here. Let's do Haycliff.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
The Haycliff is a place that I wish we could completely avoid, but the frogs within are too special. The tunnels allow for the slime to grow upon them, and we have found that it has no equal when it comes to treating wounds. Venture within Haycliff and return with several of these frogs. They are shy and quick, but can be caught if you are persistent.
Will you aid the Rohirim?
The wood trolls within Haycliff are brutal creatures, dark, perverted nature, brought to bear among the rotting dead wood of the forest. To continue to use Haycliff for its resources, the wood trolls within must be cold and rot back to the earth from whence they came. Head to Haycliff and defeat the wood trolls you find there. Are you ready to go and collect frogs in Haycliff? Okay. Let me kill these guys. I forgot to interrupt, unfortunately. That's alright. How did I... That was already 6 trolls. I guess the roots counted. But it doesn't matter too much because I need to run through here and find frogs. There's a rope there. I guess that's to take me out. Oh, there's a froggy. Let me kill this guy. Wow, that guy jumped down like a ninja. Oh, where'd that frog go? It was right there. I guess you have to... Like the quest dialogue implied, you have to be quick. Ah, dang it. Just trying to like... click on it. Oh well. Where are these little froggies? This instance kind of sucks. Because these are tough enemies and they're pretty concentrated on here. And you gotta run all over the place. And there are respawns, so... Oh no. And they stun, apparently. Oh my god. Look at that big line on my mini-map following me. That's not good. What is this rope? Can't do that in combat. I have to drop aggro. I can't drop aggro. Dang it. Alright, I have to fight these. Ah, now they're healing. At least I got some bleeds on them. There you go, the bleeds killed them. Okay. There's a frog. Got one, okay. Not a big fan of this quest. Oh my god, and these stupid stuns. Driving me nuts, man. Alright, I'm gonna have to stop here. Or I'm gonna die. There's a froggy, yes. Got him. Alright, let's get out of here. No more. No more wood trolls.
Will you aid the Horselords?
You did not eat any, did you? The slime will help with our freshest batch of wounds, but we will need more soon.
Our mission is dire.
Until the enemy is driven from these lands, I fear the Wood of Haycliff will continue to fight against us. Alright, there's one more quest here.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid
The
us?
beacons have long served to alert the people of Gondor and Rohan to the presence of an enemy and call for aid. The beacon here at Aworth has been burning for several weeks now. In one of the recent assaults, the beacon tower was struck by a catapult. I fear it may have been damaged and is no longer structurally sound. If the beacon were to collapse, the people of the West Emnet will be left unaware of the assaults happening upon our lands. Climb the outside of the beacon from the base to the peak and examine the timbers to ensure they are safe and secure. Let's see. There it is. I have to climb here. Really? Do I have to like climb? Oh, I'm gonna have to jump. Oh no, I feel like I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing here because I feel like I'm gonna fall 27 times. There is one fall. I don't know if that should have counted though, because it was just like a weird setup. Alright, anyways, I'll be back there at the top. Oh my god. Let me just run through here. Okay. Let's try this again for real now. Well, I need to get on the other side, actually. Through here. See, this is a weird little jump, because... Okay, there. It's kind of hard to gauge the distance here. Oh man, this quest sucks. Makes me nervous. Ah, alright. Let's just be brave. We can do this. No, my god. Okay, let's try this little second section again. Oh my god. I'm nervous. Okay, now which way am I going? Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. No! Okay. So, I mean, I need to go up there, but I'm not really seeing how to get there from anywhere, really. Oh, do I need to go like here? Then climb up here. Okay. Oh my god, this is very nerve-wracking. Okay, so there's the other ones. So I need to go up here. Alright. Oh my god. No! God! Oh my god. I went flying. Wow, this quest, man. Alright, let's try this part again. I think I get kind of laggy over here or something. No, alright, alright. We can do this. We're almost there, guys. Oh my god, don't fall. Don't fall, little hobbit. For all that's good and holy, don't fall. Oh man. Guys, I'm freaking nervous. I mean, I'm gonna do a lot of editing, but I've failed many times. Oh my god, we did it. We did it! We did it! Yes! You have reached the top of the beacon. The timbers all the way up appear secure, solid, and undamaged. They are not secure. They are not solid. Oh my god. Alright. Now I'm gonna challenge you guys to do this on a war steed. If anybody records themselves doing this on a war steed, I don't know what I'll do, but you'll have my eternal congratulations. Anyways, let me turn this in. Let me climb down. Well, I'll just jump down. Why not? Okay. Let me get on my horse.
What business have you with the Rohirim?
The timbers of the beacon are solid and safe. That pleases me. We are under heavy assault almost daily, and I expect we will need to check it again soon. Alright, very good. So now, what I'll do is, I will head back to Hitbold to do all the upgrade quests, because it looks like I am kindred. Right? No, I'm not kindred yet. I still need to get kindred. So I'll see you in Hitbold once I'm kindred with the Entwash Vale, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I'm kindred with the Entwash Vale. I also went to Cliving and did one of the repeatable quests from the last episode, just because I was at 4 out of 5 for aiding the East Eminent. That way I could just finish it out and get 10 more tokens. But let me go to the Entwash Vale district, and then we can do some of the quests here. So let me start with the ally.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
There are many across the Entwash Vale who have been left homeless by the constant raids and assaults. These people have valuable skills and would be a good addition to our developing town. Not to mention, they need a new place to call home, and we do not leave our countrymen behind. We should begin to set up and prepare some tents to provide these people a place to live.
What business have you with the Rohirim? The Rohirim will need your aid.
While a tent is not a house, there are still some things that can be done to add some comfort and turn it into a home. Beds, tables, campfires, and stools are among the things that we can add to help return a semblance of normalcy to people's lives.
Our success depends upon our strength.
Same text.
Will you aid us? What brings you to these lands? What brings you to these lands? The Rohirim will need your aid.
The tents have been fully prepared and made ready for the people of the Entwash Vale to come and join your town as inhabitants and not just as visitors. They will add a breath of fresh air and new life to Hitbold. Those coming are a varied sort: women, children, warders, and craftsmen. All have been displaced by the enemy, and all will now call this place home.
Will you aid the Horselords? The Rohirim will need your aid.
Even the farmhouses just outside of town were not exempt from the orc raiders. They burned everything. All of the East Eminent is suffering from the attacks, and food is short everywhere. If we are to survive, we must be able to provide for ourselves, and that means the farms must be rebuilt.
Will you aid the Horselords? The Rohirim have need of your services.
A farm is nothing but a pile of dirt without crops to grow on the fields, and I do not know about you, but I much prefer the taste of bread over that of dirt. We should plant the fields and prepare them for when farmers arrive. They are ready for harvest.
The Rohirim will need your aid.
The farmhouse is rebuilt, but there's still a great deal of repair to do. The windmills do not have blades, and the farmhouses themselves are empty shells. We are getting close, but we are still not there yet.
Will you aid the Horselords? Our mission is dire. Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
The farmhouses are rebuilt, the crops are planted, and it is time to put forth the call for farmers to come and join Hitbold. With them, we will truly be self-sufficient and be able to stand upon our own 2 feet. Maybe soon we will have enough food that we can send aid to the others who are in need.
What brings you to these lands? The Rohirim have need of your services.
The armory is rebuilt, but now must be prepared to hold our armor. We also must get it ready for the workers who will sharpen and repair our weapons. There is much to do in order to get the armory fully stocked and ready to defend us when the next assault comes.
Will you aid the Horselords? Our success depends upon our strength.
The East Gate has been rebuilt and now stands firmly, but there is still much to do to finish it. Banners, flags, and shields in places where the warriors who will man it to stand and defend us against the assault must all be set up and built.
What business have you with the Rohirim? Will you aid the Rohirim?
The structure is rebuilt and ready to be turned into a library. There are many books and scrolls we can gather from across the cities and towns of the East Eminent. The more we add to our library, the more our warriors can learn, and the better prepared we will be for whatever battles we find in our futures.
What brings you to these lands? The Rohirim will need your aid.
The lumber mill has been rebuilt, but there is much to do to get it fully functional and have it look like it belongs in our town. Bunks for the residents, crates and barrels for storage, and tools for the workers are all things that need to be added to the mill in order for it to begin full production.
What brings you to these lands? Will you aid the Rohirim?
The lumber mill allows for woodworkers to ply their craft and create anything from boars to bows and exquisite instruments. The better the quality and tools available on the workbench, the better quality item they can produce upon it. We can update and upgrade our lumber mill with a superior workbench that will allow us to craft the finest goods.
What business have you with the Rohirim? Our success.
The palisade may stand, but the timbers are burnt and ready to fall at the slightest touch. It would be better if they were not there at all, for they provide naught but false security. We need to replace the wall section by section, piece by piece.
The Rohirim have
Same
need
text.
of your services. Will you aid the Horselords? Our mission is dire. The Rohirim have need of your services.
A smith is only as good as a smithy, and a smithy is only as good as the tools and equipment it holds. There is much we can do to outfit our smithy with new equipment and more tools to allow more smiths to be able to work the forges.
Will you aid the Horselords? Will you aid the Rohirim?
The west gate has been rebuilt and now stands firmly, but there is much to do in order to finish it. Banners, flags, shields, and places for the warriors who will man it and stand to defend us against the assault must all be set up and built.
What brings you to these lands? The Rohirim will need your aid.
The tower stands, but I do not trust them. Wood does not burn like this town did and still hold weight. If we repair them, we gain the ability to see when the enemy is coming and have our archers be able to loose upon them as they crash against the palisades.
Our mission is dire.
Alright, so we're done with the ally here. Let's go talk to the kindred. And this is the wood mill, I believe. The lumber mill. It's looking quite nice.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
If we are to bring people here and turn this into a true town of Rohan, they must have suitable places to call home and live. Much of the town was burnt, including the houses and cottages during the raid. Getting the base woodwork replaced and repaired is a good starting point.
Our mission is dire. Will you aid the Rohirim?
There are many things that must be done to prepare a wooden structure and turn it into something that could be a home one day. Beds, tables, chairs, dressers, lanterns, flowers, plateware, all of the things that one needs to live happy and fulfilling life will need to be brought and added before we can expect someone to be ready to move in.
The Rohirim will need your
Same
aid.
text. And
The
again.
Rohirim have need of your services. What brings you to these lands? What brings you to these lands? What business have you with the Rohirim? The Rohirim
All
have
of the
need
comforts
your
one could
services.
desire have been added, and this place is ready to be transformed into a home. There are many in Rohan who do not have a place to call their own. At least some of them will soon come here and join Hitbold.
Our mission is dire. Will you aid the Rohirrim?
The stone walls have been smashed by the orcs, and all of the torches and lanterns lining the roads have been destroyed. At night, the town is dark, and it is difficult to believe that an orc is not hiding in the shadows. Rebuilding the roadways will go far to help the inhabitants feel safe and secure.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
And this is the same
Our success
text
depends
as the
upon our
last one.
strength. Will you aid us? What business have you with the Rohirrim? Will you aid the Rohirrim?
The mead hall is rebuilt, but there is much to do in order to bring it to its full glory. There are many upgrades and enhancements we can make to the exterior appearance and landscaping surrounding the hall. These small but important touches help to make a town feel unique and make it a home for its inhabitants.
Our mission is dire. Our
The mead hall
success
is the
depends
central
upon our
meeting place
strength.
of the town where all come
Will you
together
aid
for
us?
feasts and parties and good times, and where they gather and lock the doors to defend themselves in times of battle. There's much to add to bring life, warmth, and the history of Rohan to the interior of ours. Same
Rohirrim
text.
have need of your services. Our mission is dire. What brings you to these lands? Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
A meat hall is nothing but a stacked pile of wood unless there are people living near and able to use it. With all the upgrades that have been made, we have a meat hall that the Rohirim will be proud to call their own. If we send out a call, many will answer.
Will you aid the Horselords? Will you aid the Rohirim?
The stable is important, but there is much to do to bring it to usefulness. Horses do not feed and wash and take care of themselves. There are many pieces of equipment needed to properly take care of them. The more of these we get into place, the better stable we will have, and the better our horses will be.
What brings you to these lands? Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Our stable is ready for horses to come and fill it. There are many horses out there upon the plains which have been trained and groomed for a variety of tasks and jobs. Each area of the East Eminent has its own section of expertise. We should bring in horses trained by each of these areas.
What business have you with the Rohirim? The Rohirim will need your aid.
While the wood is now solid, there is much yet to do before we can put archers on the tower and have it ready to defend the village. While banners may sound trifling, they send a message to the enemy that we have returned and will stand strong against anything they have to throw against us. There is also much to do to allow the archers to man the tower themselves.
The Rohirim have need of your
Same
services.
text.
Will you
And
aid
again.
the Rohirim? Our mission is dire. Will you aid the Horselords? What brings you to these lands? Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
The tower is now ready. The wooden structure is solid and the top is well stocked for men who will guard us, and our banners will fly high above the town. It is time to send out a call for trained archers to come. Make Hitbold their home and defend us from the enemy.
What business have you with the Rohirim? The Rohirim will need your aid.
A town is just a collection of buildings until there are people living there that call it home. Men, women, and children walking through the streets, going to work, laughing, dancing, living their lives. Without that, this place is not but a pile of boards stacked up in piles.
Will you aid the Horselords?
Okay, very good. So we're done here with the Entwash Vale district. So it's looking quite nice. Let's take a look at the tower. Good view for the archers, bows, shields, swords. Very nice. We already kind of looked at the lumber mill a little bit, but let me go down here and see a little bit more. There is expert woodworker here, expert jeweler. There's that guy, expert tailor. See it working pretty well here on the river. Very nice. The lumber mill reminds me of the lumber mill in the Shire area of the game The Hobbit, which I have done in my channel, by the way, so check out my playlist if you're interested in seeing that game. It's worth it. It's a fun little game. I think it came out in 2003 or something. So here's the house, looking cozy. Got lots of food and kegs of ale. Very well decorated. Lots of people here. Nice. And then finally, there are the tents here. They're looking pretty nice. Okay. Very good. So, I think that's going to do it for this episode. In the next one, we're going to finish upgrading Hitbold, because we're pretty much done for the most part. There are going to be 3 crafting instances for me to do, and then there's a few like final quests once you finish up Hitbold completely. So that's something to look forward to. You can see the meat hall is also completed on the outside, so it looks very nice. Very grand, very majestic, very excellent. So in the next episode, we will finish up here, I think, and then start working on some of the crafting instances from there, and we'll just keep going until we finish the season. So see you then.